Hi ladies, welcome to today's back and biceps workout. My name is Vanessa. I'm your personal trainer and hopefully by now your new skin and Herbalife distributor for all of your health and wellness requirements. My daughter is in the room training with me, so if you see me looking off camera, that is to Abby. Today's program, I'm going to go into what you'll need for today, but very importantly, if you do continue with today's training, it is at your own risk. I strongly advise you to seek medical clearance if you have any injuries or illnesses that you're concerned with, or if you have a history of any of those that are a cause for concern with respect to exercise. Do get clearance, okay? All right, today being back in biceps, we're just going to need a floor mat. You're going to need your skipping rope for the cardio element. Don't worry if you don't have a rope, you can just jump on the spot or do a nice brisk march. If you have a step handy, you can step on and off that instead as well. You will need a rope for the door and rope squat, or it's also called a cable squat. You'll see during the program how I execute that. And this takes me to the point that says, this video is part of a playlist. All of the other videos in the playlist have taught you how to do each of the exercises included in today. That is how I release each of the programs. And that is the personal training element. Yes, I do teach during the program, but each one of those videos teaches you properly, safely, and effectively. Okay, for your weights, you're just going to need, try and have 3 sets of weights for high repetition bicep curls. Just make sure that you've got something that if you've chosen something too heavy, you can grab a lighter weight or vice versa. Okay, and of course, as always, your sweat towel and water. All right, let's get cracking. We're going to start off with some skipping. 100 skips. Watch me for pace. It's a nice fast skip. When I move on, you move on with me. It's fun. You'll get fitter and stronger as we go, all right? Let's go. And 3, 2, 1, and. Well done. This next one is called touch and a reach. Watch me for a couple first, please. It goes like this. 1, reach, 2, reach. As you warm up, you'll touch the floor and you'll stretch even higher, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be ready to touch by now. 5 more, and we're going to change to the other side. 3, 2, right, other side. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Slowly. More. Nice straight back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Let's grab our mats, please, for swimmers. Lift your legs as high as you can. Use your glutes. And up the body. We're going for a count of 40. Watch me for count, okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, halfway. Keep going. 80, 90. That is 100. Well done. Back to our floor reach and touch. We're going to stay with that today. The same movement. Last time we opened up. We're not doing that today. Okay? 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3. 5 more. Great stuff. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Touch that floor.
Don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Swim it. This time, you're only doing 30. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Remember, I'm counting those. 1, 2. So for every 1, you make 4 little swims, okay? Very, very good. We are going to now introduce hammer curls. So I'd like you to grab your lightest weight that you intend on using for biceps, okay? I'm going to pick up my 3s. Okay. Hammers off. Your fist is in this position. So if I were to hold the weight up, you come out like this, okay? Like that. Make sure you don't swing with your body, okay? 3, 2, 1, 50. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Chest out. Shoulders back. Don't swing. Elbows nice and strong. Beautiful. That's 15 coming up. 15. 15. 14. Well done. 30. Strong core. Video teaching you this exercise will give you detail. So the next time, make sure you watch those, okay? Bring it up and squeeze it through. Squeeze. Okay, one thing I'm going to teach you, which actually helped when I taught Abby, my daughter. one. Yes?
So
Let's go.
The final curtain. My friend, I say clear, I state my case on which I'm certain.
We're gonna do
Yes, there was
5,
time I
4,
but I belong more than I could
2,
share.
1. Well done. Last one. Before we go back to the top, excuse me, is the, sorry, I've lost my place. The lying double. Okay, this one, I'll show you an angle. Normally, you would lie on the floor and you'd come up with your arms like this. And you do that repeatedly and a W. And now I want you to please do 2 arms, 1 arm, 1 arm. That's one movement. Let me show you. Feet up. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay? That's 1. Then we repeat that again and again, guys. Okay, come up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2, 1, 1, and 2. Three. 4. 5. 7. 2 more. 8. Sorry, now 2 more. 9. Last one. Such a simple little exercise. So effective. Have some water. Well done. We are now going back to our last repeat of the first 3 exercises. Skipping, the floor reach and touch, and the swimmers. This will be the last time we do those 3, and then they'll fall away, okay? Grab your ropes. I hope you've had some water. Let's get ready for our last 100 skips. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
She's there, I say, please share my umbrella.
70.
Let's go, she stays love grows
80.
under my umbrella. All that's
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. That's the end of our skipping for the day. Sorry. Floor touch and reach. 3, 2, 1. Watch me for pace. 1, up, 2. It's a bit too fast. The music. 3, 4, up, down.
Someday my name and hers are going to be the same.
5, 4, 3. Beautiful. Well done. Last one on the other side. No more of these today. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1.
Came the sun, the ice was melting, no more sheltering now.
Back nice and straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Swimmers, only 120 this time, please. We've done 40, 30, and now 20. Really hold that up. If your lower back is hurting this one, it was uncomfortable, keep your feet on the ground, okay? Don't lift them, just do the upper body. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 1, 2.
Bust up, let's go. She stays love grows under my umbrella. Oh, that's how we
halfway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Well done, well done, well done. That's the end of swimmers for the day. Going into hammer curls. I'm going to try a kilogram heavier. Going up to pause. Remember, don't swing. Shoulders back. Toes up. Knees bent. Toes just up on your tackies, okay? Just to get a solid ground. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Control, control, control. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Bent deadlift, right. If you struggled a little bit the last time, don't use weights this time, okay? Just need to make sure the back stays straight properly the whole way through. If the lower back is hurting, don't go as far, and just increase that level of difficulty to a full range as you get stronger and fitter. Then you can bring weights in. Okay? I'm going to grab some little 5s. Okay? 3, 2, sorry. If you have weights in your hand, my daughter asks, what do I do with my weights? Same as before. Remember before, you look up, there, squeeze, there, squeeze. I have weights, there, squeeze, there, squeeze. Yes? Okay, we're going to do the first 5 slowly just to get your rhythm again. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 1, breathe up. And 1, squeeze your glutes up. 2, squeeze your glutes up. That's 5. Double time. And 7. Very important. That's 15, halfway. Keep your chin up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Nice, guys. Okay, we're doing our W's again. Bit dizzy there. I suffer a little bit of low blood pressure. Don't worry. perfectly normal and fine to carry on. I have just eaten. Okay. We did 10 rings the last time. We're doing 10 again. Okay? 3. I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing with my hands. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1. Well done. We're going straight into our next 3 exercises. Then we can take a break and have some water. If you need water now, have some quickly. I realized halfway through that sentence that my mouth was so dry I could hardly speak. Right. The next one is the pronated curl. Your palms will be face down with your weights in them, okay? Going back to our first set of 3s. So from the side, from the front, there, okay? But we're doing them together, so it'll be like that, right? 3, 2, soften your knees. 1, toes up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoulders back, same rules apply. 9, 10. That's 15. And left. 10, 9, 8, 7. Chin out, shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. This next one requires a little bit of balance. You need to find a spot in front of you to hold your balance. And what you're going to do, you're going to use one leg, one leg behind you. And without lifting this one to start with, you're going to touch the ground. We've already done this with 2 legs. We're just making it a little more difficult, okay? 1. Okay? There's the movement. But ideally, you want that foot up and off the ground. Be careful not to rotate the leg that's up. The hip mustn't rotate upwards, okay? Again, the video would have short you this. RDL, rush deadlift, low weights please. I really want 15 on each leg. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you can bend the leg, you're on a bit. 15. Well done. Okay, I'm going to stay facing this way so you can see what's happening in the other leg. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, no weight the whole way through today. Ooh, I'm struggling with lightheadedness today. Right. We have our line wide. Back on the mat. This time, you just hold your hands in this position and lift, okay? Same principle, except you're just going 1, 2, okay? 20, please. 1, let's go, and 1, 2, 1. Well done. Easy there. Take a break. Have some water. Ladies, you're doing so well, I'm sure. I can't see you, but I know my daughter's managing beautifully. If you're struggling with anything, don't stress. Just keep watching out for more programs 4 times a week. I promise you, you'll get stronger and better. If you struggle with anything in particular and the videos don't help you to perfect any of your movements, contact me. Let me see how I can help you with pleasure. Right. Going back to our very last hammer curls of the day. I'm going to take it up a notch. 5 kilograms. 30 again, all right? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Control. 5, 6 in both directions. 7, 8. Lower down. Control. 10. That's halfway. 17, 18, 19, 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Started to burn a bit at the end there. Okay, we're going to our bent leg deadlift, the last one of the day. For those who are using weights, grab those now. I'm looking for 30 again, okay? 3, 2, remember keep that back straight. Let's go. And 1, and squeeze. Just for the first 5, 2, and 4, squeeze, push up. Last one, that's a double time. Ready? 6, 7. Halfway. Well done. Okay, we have our very last W's, 2, 1, and 1. This one's quite tricky, surprisingly tricky. Okay, I'm only looking for 10 from you. Give me everything you've got. Just come back a little bit. Right, 3, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Excellent. Woo! Right. Let's get ready for that pronated curl, meaning hands facing down. We've got 30 of those. I'm going up on my waist. My second round. Pause, okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soft knees. 6. 13. And we are halfway. Woo! Right, I think I'll be staying on the floors for the last one of those because we still have one more pronate coming up. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, keep losing my place. Sorry, ladies. RDL, 15 on each side. If you're ready to use weights for this, you have two choices. You can either use 2 lighter weights and bring them both to the ground, or you can use 1 weight in the hand that's the same leg that you're on, okay? So that your other hand is available for balance if that would make you more comfortable. I don't mind, okay? These are right and the wrong way to your RDLs, but in the context of today, I'm happy for you to make that choice. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, find the spot for your focus. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Well done. I'm going to stay facing this way so that you can see. I'm just going to get my dizziness gone. It happens, it's manageable, and many of you will know what it's like. You just push through. Obviously, unless it's ridiculous in which case, sit down, probably have something sweet to eat just to bring your blood pressure up again. Okay? Let's wait for the music. Even if we don't use the rhythm, let's wait for the music. 3, 2, back nice and straight. 1, let's go. And 1, 2, 3. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and well done. Okay, we have our Ys, our lying Ys. We're going to take a short break. I like to change the angles of doing that for you when possible. Just in case some of you are looking for something you can't see, you know what I mean? Okay, 3, 2, 1, 20, and 1, 2, 5, 6, halfway. 2, 1. Well done. Have some water. Are you doing that? Good. I need some more water. Okay. So we've seen the last of our hammer curls, we've seen the last of our deadlifts, and the last of our W's. We're now going into the last of our pronated curl, RDLs and Ys, and we're starting a new set after that, okay? Okay. Let's go. 30. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 1. That's 5. And we're on 15. 15 left. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay. RDLs, ladies, RDLs. Okay. Okay. When you're ready, 1 leg for 15. 3, 2, 1. Up. 1. 4, 5. Nine, 10. Right, so I'm going to do 2 more because I lost my balance. Nice. Okay. Well done. Okay, so if you lose your balance, it's fine. Just make it up a little bit. It happens. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well done. Okay. We have our line Ys, our last line Ys. Hey. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2. 8, 9, 10, 10, 9. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Right. We're going into our last set of 3 exercises. And these 3 we're going to repeat 3 times and we're done for the day. Okay? Right. Sorry. So we've done one. Okay. Let's go. Standard curl. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. So palms facing forward. And 1, 2. No twist. 4. Just keep those palms in that position. 5, 6, 9, 10.
Well, I got down on my knees.
18, 19, 20, 10 more. 10, 9, keep those biceps nice and strong. 7, squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay? We're going into double rows now. You're in this position, you can have some dumbbells in your hands. We're going to row them up as high as you can, okay? We're looking at 30 reps again, so I'm going to start off with my threes again. Make sure your back is nice and flat. Nice strong position. Hold it. Core tight. And you're going to go 1, okay? 2. And then body, you pretend you have a cup of tea on your back. You can't still, so don't lift your body up, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 13, 15, 18, 19, 10 more. 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Right, you're going to grab your rope. Find yourself a door handle. If you can't see me, just watch quickly from wherever you're going to need to watch quickly while I started to show you. And then you're going to have to listen for my count. Okay? So this would be around a door handle. I go back. I'm not hanging on it completely. Just enough to support me. Why? Because then I can drop back legs further down and squeeze up. Otherwise, normally I'd fall over, right? I'll wait for you all to get into position. Just hold your rope loosely in your hands. Obviously, make sure the door that you're using is fixed and firm on its hinges. You shouldn't be leaning heavily on it, right? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, all the way down, all the way up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. And we are halfway. Squeeze that glute right up. Come on. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm sure if you didn't have a rope, you would have just done a normal squat. And for next time, you'll know to prepare with the rope. Okay, that's why I give you the playlist. It shows you exactly what we're going to be doing today with an explanation of the day's workouts right at the beginning. Okay, so those are our last 3 exercises that we're going to just repeat 2 more times. All right. Okay. Good. How was it, love? Okay, ladies, going back to our bicep curls. Going up to 4 kilos. How are we doing for time? Excellent. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1. So that you can see my shoulders are back. 3. My tummy is nice and tight. My core is being held firm. 10. Thanks, love. I watch your mouth for the counting. 13. 14. Let's keep counting. Those of you don't know, I'm terrible. I lose my count all the time. Because I'm teaching and explaining, and I lose it. I'm just shocking that way. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you can see, while I'm busy, you can see my body's moving a tiny bit, but my elbows are not swinging, and I'm not using momentum to bring the weight to keep up and down. Obviously, that was a major exaggeration. It's all around keeping it as firm as possible, so all the work happens in your bicep. Right. For the double rows, I'm staying on these weights. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze it up. 50. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Well done, well done, well done. Back to your door open cable squat. Or cable squat, should I say. Ooh, I'm struggling with my blood pressure so much today. Get ready, get ready. I'm just making this a little better so that, because I usually use the door as well for this. Just making sure my thing can't slide, you know? Okay, perfect. That's better. Right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3. All the way down. 9. Squeeze those glutes. 10. 10 up. 14. Halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's my darling, I've been told I don't care just what they say.
8,
But forever I
7,
will wait. You and
6,
I will be as free
5,
as the birds up in the
4,
tree.
3. Come on, ladies. 2, 1. Well done. Okay. We have one more round, 3 exercises, and you're done for the day. And then a nice quick stretch, okay? Ready?
Oh
my
my darling, you're the most. I love you, don't you love me? Oh Diana, can't you see? I love you with all my heart, and I hope.
Right, so we're doing the last of the curls. I'm going to try with my 5 for 50 reps. High reps, ladies. So just don't hurt yourself, okay? 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't swing. 6. That's just a reminder. 8, 9. Control on the way down as well. 11. 15. Well done. Nearly there. 14. 13. 12. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, last one. Well done. That's it for the day of biceps. Right, we're going to go on to our very last rows. Woo! That was quite tough, I won't lie to you. Okay, this is going to be challenging. Yes? We got this, yeah. Zachary says we got this one. I hope so. This is live, yes. Not public yet, we'll stop. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you squeeze up, try and keep those elbows close to your body as possible, please. Okay? Good girl. Awesome. Keep going. 18, 19, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Right. Quick footnote. You'll see that I shifted my feet a little closer together towards the end. Why? I was starting to feel discomfort in my lower back. So I gave myself more room to bring my hands closer to my body and take a bit of pressure off my lower back, okay? So there. As long as you're nice and strong and firm, and stay fast in your position. That position just needs to give you the best center of gravity possible. Okay, hopefully by now you have your rope ready and you're all set with the last of today's cable or door rope squat. Okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down, all the way up. 12, come on. 13, this is all about the glutes. 14, toes up in your shoes, come on. 16, drive everything through your heels. 17, 20, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Well done. Okay. Grab your mat, sweet towel, water. Ladies, very well done. Abs, well done. Okay, so towards the end, you guys probably wouldn't have noticed, and he was questioning my process, schedule, program, whatever. I actually did make a mistake. Not still did the right number of reps and sets of everything. But that very last set of 3 should have been brought in one of the other sets earlier. So I'm not sure if you understand what I mean. If you don't stress. You didn't miss out on anything. You didn't do any more than you should have either. It just wasn't quite the right order of events. Perfect. Why am I telling you? Because it was on the program breakdown in the about today's workout little video. Okay. I like to take my shoes off, as you've seen. I usually like to start with this just while you're getting your breath back. Please don't bounce. Please don't bounce. It's not necessary. Just push your knees down and open as much as you possibly can. Keeping that back as tall as possible. When it comes to stretching, yes, it's important. Form is everything, obviously. But you know, some people are just tighter in their muscles than others. So when I'm looking at a targeted stretch of a specific exercise, a specific muscle, I'm not going to nitpick around whether your back should be straighter, because sometimes the tightness isn't in place, and then in your back, for example, and it inhibits your ability to stretch your hamstring effectively, or vice versa. Okay, so in this position, as long as you're getting a good stretch in your inner thigh, and maybe if your back is more rounded, just work on having it straighter. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect, okay? You'll get there. Okay. Now, lie on your back, please. Don't leave before you finish the stretching. It's not worth the injury element, okay? So, lie on your back with your feet extended directly in front of you or ahead of you, hands to the side. Don't shuffle your hip over for this one. This is your starting position. Lift your knee, pull it over, and then look towards the hand that is on the ground. And just keep gently applying pressure to the outside of the knee that you're pulling down. And try and pull it and push it as close to the ground as you can. Keeping the hand and shoulder as close to the ground, if not on the ground, on the other side as possible. And hold. Take the world in a loving way. Fire all of your guns at one side. 5, 4. Very slowly roll back onto your back. Very slowly. Bring your knees to both your knees to your chest. Okay. Now we're going to do the other side. But for those of you who are new, now that you know what this is, please don't do this, okay? Now that you know what's coming, you might be tempted to lie on your back, shuffle your bum onto the side, and then go like so. Please don't do that. Start from the very beginning. Lift the other knee. Okay? Put the hand on the outside of the knee. Drive it down towards the opposite side. Look at the opposite hand. And just keep applying the pressure. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yes, I gotta make it happen. Keep going. Keep holding. You might find one side is tighter than the other. That's perfectly normal. This side is much tighter for me. This is my old injured glute that plays up quite regularly. When you're ready, slowly release. Slowly go to the center, hug your knees to your chest. And then rock yourself up, nice tall position. Okay, I'm going to show you from the side. Okay, let me show you from the front first. Then I'm going to swing around to the side so you can see something. What I want you to do, you're going to both your feet in front of you, right? Bring your one foot underneath. Those of you know me, this is my little pretzel position. Obviously, it's a very common one, okay? This is ready for your glute, okay? Whew. Cramping, blood pressure, great dexter. Okay, right, we're through the cramp, fantastic. Pull the knee here, pull it hard. Get a lovely stretch down here. Tall with your body. Use the other foot on the ground as leverage to pull the two apart from one another, okay? Then you're going to twist round. I'm going to just swivel. You stay there, okay? So nice and tall with your upper body, please. Then when you're ready, you're going to take your elbow and you're going to twist around the back. If that hurts you in a bad way, don't do it. Try and keep your body as tall as possible and twist. Don't lean back onto the hand behind you. Just use it for support. Okay, sorry, abs, that wasn't for you. That was for people at home. Nice and tall. Hold it. Okay, so we're going to do the same on the other side. Let me face you again. Other foot underneath. Other foot over. Nice and tall. So I told you at the beginning of the workout, I promote Nu Skin and Herbalife products. Why? Why both? I love Nu Skin products. They've skin, hair, makeup. They've got the fabulous mascara. They've got the mud mask that's so famous. They've got the galvanic spa. I mean, I use all of it. I love it. And they do have weight loss. Okay, get ready to go the other way. They do have weight loss products. So to be perfectly honest, they are fabulous. But that's Herbalife's speciality. And they've got such a wide range that the demand for the Herbalife option just was too much. That's not how I got into it. That's another story for another day. Okay. All right. Let's go back into this position again, just to open things up again. So for supplements or meal replacements and that kind of thing, and their soups and their bars, all the Herbalife stuff I absolutely love, and I use it extensively here at home with my daughter. And everybody, we all have it. The Nu Skin stuff is my entire basket, basically. Right, you're going to come up onto your knees, please. And you're just going to pull your one foot towards your glute. Stretch your quad. So yesterday I tried out their Sunrise Instant Glow. It's one of those instant tanning things, which I'm just not a fan of. And I won't lie, they haven't managed to get rid of the smell. All those instant tans have got the same kind of smell on your skin. It's not overpowering, but it's there. But apart from that, it's the best. And I'm not just saying that because it doesn't streak. It didn't go. I put white clothes on like 5 minutes afterwards once I was dry. Other leg. And it didn't come off on the white clothes at all. I did that on purpose because I wanted to test it to see if their promise was true. It's true. Granted, it wasn't a hot day and I didn't get sweaty. So I don't know if that would have happened. But yeah, lovely color, not too much, not obvious at all. And last one, very slowly, come onto your haunches. And as you're ready, just slowly stand up, leaving your hands on the ground. Where they are, it's fine. Okay, you should feel a lovely stretch in your hamstrings. And when you're ready, walk your hands towards your feet, around the bottom of your ankles, pull yourself down. And slowly roll up. And that's it. Ladies, very well done. Very, very, very well done. As always, if you want to find out about any of those products, any and all support is always hugely appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the program and look out for the next one. Let me know if you have